Update 33 is going to be the biggest update of State of Decay 2, which is bringing game-changing features like outpost defenses, infestations revamp, siege mechanics revamp, Playheart Awakening, and few other hidden changes. Too much efforts and time are spent into the testing and the making of this video to find the information that is not available anywhere, and no one will explain everything like I'm going to. So fully watch the video to learn everything and also to support the efforts. Now let's look at all the features one by one. Starting with Infestations revamp. Infestations are one of the most annoying parts of the game because they feel forced on players, which doesn't fit well into the game. To make the infestations more reasonable and player controlled, they have been revamped so that they will no longer appear out of nowhere. Instead, the only source of infestations will be the disturbed plague hearts, which only players can cause. Disturbing plague hearts itself is a huge topic with a lot of new mechanics, so we will learn more about that in the next section of this video. Now we will learn all the important mechanics about the infestations revamp. Number 1. When we start a game, all the plague hearts in the map will start in dormant state, but if we disturb any, it will wake up and will start to release infestation hordes regularly over time to infest new buildings and also reinforce existing infestations. When new infestations are found, they will start at level 1 and their level is shown by the number of dots above them. Over time, the infestation hordes from plague hearts will reinforce the existing infestations until they become level 3 infestations. Each reinforcement will increase an infestation's level by 1. Number 2. The infestation hordes can also leave from an existing infestation to a different location, but this action will lower the source infestation's level by 1. Number 3. The infestation hordes can be intercepted and killed midway before they reach their destination. But the hordes always include bloaters in them to prevent us from quickly running them over with our vehicles. Number 4. The infestation hordes are even capable of infesting our outpost, but it is very rare. We won't completely lose our outpost to this, but we will only lose our outpost benefit until it is cleared. Number 5. The higher level infestations will even have ferals and juggernauts with them, but screamers are the ones controlling the infestations, so killing only screamers is enough to clear the infestations. Number 6. The infestations highlight the plague heart they came from, and when that plague heart is destroyed, the chain of infestations it created will also be eliminated over time. Number 7. The infestations will start to form out of nowhere after all the plague hearts are destroyed, but without any plague hearts to lead them, they will despawn themselves after some time. Number 8. Before this update, only the threat level was displayed on our base screen, but now it has been split into noise and threat level. Our noise level determines the infestation's growth rate, so more noise means more infestation hordes will be released from the plague hearts. Our threat level indicates the actual zombie threat, which will be discussed later on this video. Now let's learn about the Plague Hearts Awakening mechanics. When we start a game, all the Plague Hearts in a map will start in dormant state, but the following activities will wake up one or more hearts depending on the situation. Number 1. Attacking a Plague Heart will wake it. Number 2. Destroying a Plague Heart will wake up all other hearts in its territory. Number 3. Screamer Scream will wake up a Plague Heart. Scream from outside a territory reaching inside the territory may wake up the Plague Heart. Number 4. Plague Hearts sometimes will wake up themselves for no reason even when we are on the other side of the map, but it is rare. Number 5 is the most important Plague Heart Awakening mechanic, so pay very close attention to this. This will save you from a lot of troubles in the future. A heart will wake up when a certain number of zombies are killed inside its territory. But interestingly, all the hearts in all the difficulties will have 1000 seconds cooldown timer before waking up. Each heart will be sleeping with 0 seconds of disturbance, and killing each zombie will add some seconds of disturbance to a heart. A heart will finally wake up when it reaches 1000 seconds of disturbance, and it will never sleep again. For example, in Lethal Zone, Killing a plague zombie will add 99 seconds of disturbance, and killing a regular zombie will add 60 seconds of disturbance to the cooldown timer. This means that killing 11 plague zombies in a plague territory will wake up the plague heart in lethal zone. These numbers will vary depends on our action difficulty, and here are the numbers it takes to wake up the plague hearts in all the difficulties. So if we are looking to avoid waking up a plague heart after killing a few zombies, we should leave the territory for the next 16 minutes for the heart to completely cool down, and then we can get back and continue our activity there without waking up the plague heart. The following are the additional plague heart mechanics we must learn. Number 1. The previously mentioned actions will wake up the plague hearts even if they are not scouted. Only those actions will wake up the plague hearts as of now, so we can make how much noise maybe we want near the hearts and it won't wake them up. Number 2. The zombies killed by enclaves and traders will not wake up the plague hearts. Number 3. Stealth kills also wake up the plague hearts. Number 4. In the middle of a cluster of plague hearts, only the closest heart from our position will count the number of zombies we kill. For example, if the left side heart is our closest, no matter how many zombies we kill from this spot, it will never wake up the right side heart even if the left heart is awake. This applies to the screamers as well. If the left heart is the closest one to this screamer, his screams will never wake up the right side heart even if he screams 1,000 times. But if he moves 2 meters to the right and screams, it will wake up the right side heart. Now let's learn about the newly added radio commands. When the plague hearts and the infestations are out of sight, the activities they do will also be hidden from us, which leads to hidden infestations and infestation hordes. So to solve this problem, 2 new radio commands are added to the game. Number 1. Scouting all the infestations. If we use this radio command, it will cost us 2 in-game fuel resources and 5 real-world minutes to scout all the infestations and infestation hordes present on the map. Number 2. Destroying the nearest infestation to the base. This radio command takes 1 ammo and 2 minutes to destroy the nearest infestation to the base. Now let's learn about the outpost defenses. Number 1. Passive scouting ability. We cannot always spend our resources or time to scout the hidden infestations, so all our outposts and our base have now received passive scouting ability. The cell towers and the water outposts have 500 meter scouting radius, and the remaining outposts have 125 meter scouting radius. But the scouting radius of our base depends on the level of our command center. Level 3 will have 400 meters, Level 2 will have 325 meters, and Level 1 will have 250 meters passive scouting radius in all the difficulties. Having a sniper tower increases the scouting radius of our base by 100 meters, but the watchtowers will not add anything. Any infestation and infestation hordes present inside the scouting radius will automatically be scouted and updated on the map regardless of our current location. Our nearby zombie hordes and the freak zombies will also be scouted if they are rendered inside the radius. Number 2. Outpost traps. To protect our outposts from infestation hordes, we can now make the entire safe zone of our outposts as invisible minefields with outpost traps. There is no limit on how many zombies the minefields can kill, so it works better than even the Haven device. Only the armored zombies are immune to the minefields as of now. The minefields will be laid on the whole safe zone even if it is partially covered by the plague territories. And also, this feature will extend the outpost safe zone radius by 42 meters until the minefields expire. Number 3. Zombie lures. When we activate lures at an outpost, all the infestation hordes within approximately 400 meter radius from the outpost will make our outpost as their infesting destination. Lures will be used up once our outpost is infested, but if we combine this with the outpost minefields, any infestation hordes within the radius will be lured towards our outpost and will be destroyed by the minefields. Number 4. Signal disruptors. This is an exclusive feature to the cell towers for slowing down the infestation's growth rate. It simply works by lowering the base noise by 2, which slows down their growth rate. Now let's learn about the siege mechanics revamp. From this update, we no longer will get the random sieges. The sieges are now controlled by the infestations. When infestations form closer to the base, some will form with red dots instead of the green ones. They level up just like other infestations, but they are the only ones capable of triggering a siege by launching siege hordes towards our base. If the red infestations are immediately destroyed when they spawn, sieges cannot happen. A siege usually consists of multiple waves depends on the highest level of red infestation present on the map. If there is any third level red infestation present, we will have to face 3 waves of siege in which the first wave will be the easiest and the third wave will be the hardest. Once the siege starts, the third level red infestations on the map will release the first wave of siege hordes towards our base and will become level 2 infestations. Once the first wave is over, the second level infestations will release the second wave of siege hordes and will become level 1 infestations. Once the second wave is over, all the first level infestations will release the third wave of siege hordes and will despawn immediately. Here in the third wave, the red infestations that previously were at third level will release bigger hordes with deadlier freaks with them, thus making the third wave harder. When a siege horde reaches the edge of the safe zone, they will be waiting there for the other hordes of the current wave to arrive, and the screamers of the horde will keep screaming while waiting to attract all the zombies around the base. Once the siege starts, it will only end when all the red infestations are depleted. We can also leave mid-wave to destroy the red infestations before the next wave begins. If we are not in the base when a siege is triggered, we will be given the usual 10 minutes timer to reach the base, and the first wave of siege hordes will be waiting for us at the edge of our safe zone. If we fail to return to the base before the timer, the siege will start to happen off-screen wave by wave. Which means even after the 10 minutes timer, we are now given the choice to join the siege in its mid-wave. The penalty of missing the siege depends on how many waves we missed. It ranges from losing a few resources to losing tens of resources, character injuries, and damaged facilities. Total number of red infestations and their levels determine our threat level. Each level of a red infestation adds 2.5 threat to the threat meter. So higher level red infestations mean higher threat, which means more siege hordes will be sent, which leads to bigger sieges. But as for now, each base only has a maximum of 3 predefined locations for the red infestations, so even if the infestations went out of control, there can only be 3 red infestations present on the map, so our threat level can never exceed 22.5. Watchtowers, sniper towers, and the built-in defense towers reduce the threat, and if the total threat reduction neutralizes the overall threat, sieges will never be triggered even if there are higher level red infestations present on the map. But if our threat level is only partially reduced by watchtowers, sieges will still be triggered at full scale depends on the available red infestations. So partial threat reduction is useless as of now, and we can expect some changes from Under Labs on this issue. The Deniable and the Clio sieges are completely unaffected by these changes, so they work exactly the same as how they did before update 33. The siege intensity still depends on the noise level rather than threat level. Still, there is no news about how the Haven device will affect the infestation sieges, so we should wait for Under Labs to make an update on that. Now let's look at the hidden changes. Number 1. Realistic vehicle trunks. Most of the larger vehicles have received a major upgrade to their trunk capacity, making them extremely useful for early game scavenging. The most important ones are Vandito, Cargo Van, and the Meat Wagon, which now have 15 slots in the trunk that makes them the best vehicles in the early games without a doubt. And here are the other vehicles that also have received the trunk upgrade. Number 2. Emergency friendly supply locker. Since the release of the game, the supply locker was really a mess with a bad sorting order which did not prioritize the emergency items like plague cures on the top. The most used items were also not on the top. So the sorting order has been changed in this update, and the default sorting order now prioritizes the plague cures on the top, followed by health, stamina, and the vehicle consumables. The least used items are now sent to the bottom of the locker. We don't need to start a fresh game or change the map of our current community for this whole update to take effect. Some of these features still need a little more polishing, so we can expect a few more changes in the final release. This update has also introduced the deadliest glitch to the game, so I guess we should not expect the update for at least a month. That's all for this video. We'll see you in the next one.